and it was about knowing that the new world is here. You're in it, and it's your perception that allows you to participate in it. You can participate in the lower density, the more dense third density energies if you want to, but all around you is a sequence of energies and codings and opportunities and flowing energy that you can just relax into and harmonize with. And it's going to get harder and harder for you to not do that. And in the end, you'll just go, yeah, I can't be bothered trying to be like I was before, because it's just not harmonious. It's not harmonic. Hello, how are you? Today I'm doing a video. It's a discussion and a channeled reading about the transition we're making. It's spurred on by some messages I received yesterday while waiting at the airport, and it was the day before the eclipse, which was in Australia. It was in the wee hours of this morning. So the message that came through was one that applies to the daily rate of sunlight and sun absorption to the planet. Now, sometimes I look up because I'm just receiving messages. Now, I often do channeling, which is just straight channeling, and the beings, the energies, immerse themselves with me in a unity field, and we talk it through, and it's a communicative process. I can also do it consciously with a deck of cards in my hands, and the beings that I commune with in my light field that I create can work through, and they definitely have something to say. They definitely sometimes have sort of debated with me and made sure they said what they wanted to say and kept it clear. So that's what we're going to do today. Whatever happens, happens. Whatever comes through, comes through. But the basic gist of the message I got yesterday, which was a written channeling while I'm sitting in the lounge at the airport waiting for a plane, was a beautiful message that was very clean and clear. And what it was about was our ascension and how it works in the mechanism and where we're at right now. So please feel free to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you want more of this content. I really appreciate your staying and watching through to the end of the message, because this is channeled messages directly for you. It's for the people who will watch this video. So watch it and get what you can from it. I don't know exactly what they will come through with. They know, and I'm here to surrender to the channeling. So what we had yesterday was a discussion about what this eclipse was about. And they also wanted to remind me that this is a daily increment of light energy coming to you, and it is a gentle rise of your perception and a rise of your frequency. It's a gentle rise of your ability to feel and define the difference between feelings and emotions and mental states and energies you come across when you walk into places, and feel the tangible difference of what a thought and feeling is like and how it affects you. And it starts to feel like you're going shopping. It's like I go shopping and I can choose now. I can start to pick up that emotion, that thought, that feeling, that concept, that attitude, and feel the weight of it and feel the texture of it, and start to relate to it as a separate thing that I can observe. And your ability to rise above and mentally observe is now becoming more of a thing in your life, more a part of your life. And what the guides are saying, and they are saying, what we're asking you to do is to pay attention to that, enable it, and allow it to become a real part of your operations in your life. They said to me yesterday, Ascension is about not having a new world to go to. The new world is here. The fifth density energy, the 5D energy is here already for you. It surrounds you. And now it's about how long can you ignore it? How long can you resist? Harmonizing with it and starting to just go, yeah, you're right. I know in my mind, talking to yourself, you're right, it just feels like I don't need to do that again. I don't need to have that attitude again. It's like, it's the same old. I don't need to do that. I don't need to think that. I don't need to say that. It's like, yeah, been there, done that a million times. And it's about letting go of the sequences of thought, behavior, attitude, your old responses, and letting them just not be the go-to for the next time you respond to something. So this was the basic gist of what they told me, and it was about knowing that the new world is here. You're in it, and it's your perception that allows you to participate in it. You can participate in the lower density, the more dense third density energies if you want to, but all around you is a sequence of energies and codings and opportunities and flowing energy that you can just relax into and harmonize with. And it's going to get harder and harder for you to not do that. And in the end, you'll just go, yeah, I can't be bothered trying to be like I was before, because it's just not harmonious. It's not harmonic. That's what it isn't. And they said something to me this morning that it's like when you try to stay in your old ways of relating to the world, or clinging to those strong feelings you had and saying, this is my thing, my flag, I hold it, my belief, my whatever. If you cling to that stuff, it starts to make your frequencies, your energy, just compress, deep, really compressed layers of frequency energies. And when you want to transform into the higher, lighter, more options, variations energy of the fifth density, it's harder for you to loosen them up. They're like compressed layers of stone that have been there for millions of years, hard packed. How do you lift them up and raise them? It gets a little harder. So that's what third density, lower third density is. Now, fourth to fifth density, far more loose and flowy and all over the place. And as in all over the place, as in it's just really light. And they're reminding me of Tinkerbell. In the movie Tinkerbell, she's just, compared to all the players in Peter Pan, Tinkerbell is light, buzzy, flowy, and she's living in the moment. Oh my gosh, what a wonderful analogy. She lives in the moment. She's very right there at that point. And if you go too deep looking backward into things and worrying about things that just aren't present in the moment, she just didn't get it. She just would go like, why? What for? And that's you're moving into 5D. Tinkerbell is in 5D. And grumpy little people and grumpy adults of the Peter Pan story, they're very third density. So, okay, now I'm going to tell you I'm using some cards now, and I'll show you the cards I'm using, and they are the Mary, Queen of Angels deck. So today I was guided to go and get a bunch of angel decks out, and I don't always work with angel decks, but today they said angels, and Mother Mary's with me. Now, Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene are the most wonderful human-based ascended masters and guides, and they understand and they know exactly where we're going and what we're going through. So they are helped by angels, and then they are strong guides for us to help us stay on our plan. So marriage is the first card that's coming through. Sorry about the lights. I was trying to add a bit more light into this room and they're a bit shiny and reflective, aren't they? But what it says is, I make a commitment to a healthy relationship with God, myself and my partner. And I think what they're saying out of that one card is what I just described is making a commitment to embrace the new options for you, to just let go and relax and not try the old responses. The key point is, don't look back at your past for all the answers about how to manage and interact with the future moving forward. Here you are in your present, looking backward as if that's going to hold the keys to how to be moving forward is a misnomer, they're just saying to me. A mistake, a misunderstanding. It's an illusion of having all the tools in your entire life, all the tools that have come from your living have been tools to behave the same way, just to run on a treadmill like a mouse on a little treadmill, round and round and round. They don't help you get off the treadmill and move forward. And now make a commitment to trusting yourself and who and what you are, that everything you learned from all your millions of lives have all got you to this one point. And it's a culmination of everything you are and know. And that's all you need. Like a seed that you've created over all these lives. And now you're ready to branch out of third density and into the fifth density, because this is growing your seed into the new reality and the new energy realm, which is free from the confinements and the operating system of the third density. That's what they're saying. So, yes, and I hope that's helpful. Try to go with the visions in your mind. When you watch this and you get visionary ideas, thoughts, pictures, feelings, concepts coming through to you as you watch this video, that is your guides working with you to help you get a multi-density interpretation and communication, a multi-density experience. The reason we use the cards is because they are multi-density aids. They are visual. They are bringing the multi-density into the physical and expressing to you all the different facets that work with your multi-density senses that are you. So, prayer. It says, instead of worrying, I pray about this situation to bring about real solutions. Yeah, worry about this and that. Fears about the things you were afraid of for most of your life are no longer applicable, because now you're in the new world. There is a lot of illusion going around to try and make you think that it's all the same old as before, but it isn't. That's a trick. Certain people are playing these games of trying to confine you into manifesting backward instead of forward. But there is no need to worry. Father, my true Father is God in heaven, who shines healing light upon me, my birth father, and our relationship. So they're talking about the universal being. They're talking about masculine energy that is divine. Now, there's a lot of masculine energy that's not coming over as divine at the moment. Let's just say that. There's a lot of undivine, masculine shenanigans going on in the planet. But that is going to balance out. And they're saying, just relax. Just put your intention forward. Put your intention forward that all the undivine masculine behavior will just peter out into nothingness. And one of the best ways to make that happen is to simply not participate. Don't engage and don't give it any credit or energy. The undivine masculine energy has no wind in its sails, they're saying. So don't worry, let it go. There is divine masculine energy available and currently on the planet And the divine masculine energy is upgrading along with the feminine energy that's divine. And we should remember you can have undivine energy, straight up, masculine or female, or neither. If you're in a higher energy frequency, it doesn't not all beings in the world actually have a gender, but in our lower densities up to the sixth density, often there is gender, because the duality range creates gender. But if you move beyond the duality range of existence, and in some of those other races of star nations, there's not always a gender. Some of them are able to self-procreate, and it's all within the one being. Having said that, they said in the world are the realms of duality, which are sort of sixth, fifth, fourth, and third, and then heading down into your second realm. You are going to have the division of masculine and feminine energy, and it will be within, no matter what. So we all have divine or undivine, female and masculine energy within us. And it's up to us to clean it up, to detox, and to allow ourselves to be divine. Devotion to this cause of being divine is a part of the programming that helps you open up your storybook to the new options and adventures. Open up to the new way of being. Devotion to your own detoxing and cleansing, letting go of that which is just old hat and not really relevant to your new way of wanting to be. If you want to be a fifth density being, then you have to just be a fifth density being. No point whinging about the third density and the fourth density and thinking and acting in the same old way you used to do. Then you're just play acting at third density, and you're no longer appropriate for this world of fifth density. You're no longer relevant to this world of fifth density because you don't harmonize with any energies that are actually the main atmosphere of it. So you need to be devoted to the side of you which is fifth density, and it's there. This says, as I fully commit to my values, relationships, and God, I am clear about what to do next. Yes. So as soon as you become aligned with your own divine options and realize that you're free to do that, you can just relax into that. You can be a little bit more chilled. You don't have to have a big response. You don't have to fight those ideological fights. You can just be you and make your choices. When you relax into that, you get clarity of thought, because the energy around you is fifth density, not third density. So it's really hard work to remain third density in a fifth density world. Many years ago, a long time ago, when the planet was deeply third density, it was very, very difficult for a fifth density being to function and to remain fifth density in a third density world. And now it's flipping over the other way. As things do, the pendulum swings from side to side through the millennia, and now it's hard to be third density. It's difficult. It's hard to be a low-level, undivine fourth density as well. Your inner child is the leader here. Your inner child, and it says, I nurture the child within me through playfulness and self-care. Yes, that's a good way. But what I'm seeing in a lot of this is devotion to yourself as a divine spark that just needs to be able to find its full divine essence and now express it. A miracle, I trust in God to know the perfect solution to this situation. And the miracle is that you're free now, and it's time to recognize it and go with it. Grace, and that's your core essence now. You are a child of grace. I am filled with the same beauty, poise, and divine perfection as all of God's other creations. And that's fifth density in itself, in a nutshell. That's fifth density. There is no extreme duality of shame and being less than. It was the roles you played to learn and discover things, but it isn't your core essence. Now you're coming back closer to your core essence because you're graduating now up into a new operating system. there's the grace card. Okay, so thank you, Mother Mary, for your beautiful advice and guidance. Now we'll move on to another deck, and we got spellcasting oracle cards, and the other one. They asked me to get two angel decks out just now, so I got this one as well. I don't know if we'll use it, but it's my first deck of cards I ever got, and it's a beauty. It's a good one. It's often quite helpful. It's just a daily guidance from your angels, and the angels were my first companions that I were aware of as who they were. I had angels coming to me when I was a teenager and taking care of me and helping me and supporting me, and like a lot of starseed people, difficult life and born into a difficult family. So I had a lot of help when I was in the teenage years, and through all my adult life they've been there, teaching me, talking to me, supporting me. And they're there for you too, because you're here on the planet. You certainly wouldn't be down here without a support team. You have one. As to how you can contact them more and be more aware of them, well, that's the initial advice. It's really quite simple. One step at a time, and you start to open up your own perceptions. And faith in yourself is a part of the big deal here. Faith in you. You have everything. They said you've got everything you need to flourish and function now. You don't need to do any more evolution in order to be fifth density being. You've already done it and you're within it. You're in a super fifth density. They're saying your devotion over the centuries, thousands of years of life has brought you to this point, and you worked at it, you earned it, and you made it happen. It's not something you need to have gifted to you now. Inspiration. They're saying, let me find a spot that's not too shiny. How's that? Inspiration. I'll come closer. There's that. You are an inspiration through all that you have done. You are an inspiration, and this being, this person, shining. Can you see that? Shining brightly from the soul center, the solar plexus, heart area. And that is the light. And here, the touch, the magic touch of light and the sun shining from you. That's because the human template is a sun-based template. You are created and born into this world through the sun's template factory of light. This is a world, a solar world, and your life is a reflection of the sun. You have the sun's energy channeling through you. You are in yourself an energy source, independently growing, shining, and full of energy, and you are in yourself like a little sun. Ooh. Oh. So they're going to give you some daily type stuff now. Travel is coming. So inspiration, let's just put them all down and see what they're really about. Career. Lighten your load. Willpower. And beauty. Now, this is starting with the card beauty. This person, this mermaid, I think, is looking in a mirror and seeing the reflection of herself. And it's the reflection of the world coming back at you as you send your energy out. Now, trying to send out hard, tough, defensive, combative third density energy has it bouncing back at you, and you may wonder why the world is so harsh, because you're creating it with your energy you're sending out. With your willpower, you can learn how to balance the light and the dark and the energies within you, and feel free to see the world from a different angle, in a different light. And this helps you to lighten your load and take the weight off your shoulders. That is a weight that you create for yourself, that you place there yourself. Because combative energy is really hard and heavy, especially when you're surrounded by a fifth density energy, which is what the sun is emanating, and that is where the sun is at. If the sun's there, then that's where you are. There is no separation from anything. And your career, your progress forward, your path forward of what do you do in this world? How do you grow in this world? What do you do and be has a lot to do with all of this, of finding it. You want to find it. Do you want to find your career? Do you want to find who and what you are, how you focus and function in a fifth density, higher light energy world? You're traveling through this journey over many, many lives. It's a journey of the soul. It's been a long journey, and you are an inspiration for all that you do and what you've achieved. Now, let's focus in on this advice. You just got the first package of advice there. Let's focus in on your career for you. Well, I've asked for it. We'll see what they give. I'm getting the impression they've got more to say that's deeper than that. So let's see. Well, and this is going to be true of a lot of people, you're finding as you learn to flex your fuller fifth density aspects of yourself, that your psychic abilities are becoming active. And you are dealing with more perception than you have before. And that is really always going to be a part of your moving forward, your career. Confidence is required, and belief in what you're doing and how you're doing it, and it's just the way you're going to function. And be confident about your intention and the light that shines from you. And as you go, more friendships are coming and relationships are coming through the unity filled light that you are surrendering into, using. It's like I get my fifth density messages is you're flexing into a way of being where everything around you is supportive of and naturally creating connections that are divinely lovely and beautiful and full of relief and positivity and inspiration and feeling connected to a like-minded energy. And that's because that's the energy of the fifth density reflecting back at you. The reflection in the mirror, the beauty you seek out in this world of 5D beauty that you imagine you want the world to be, it all starts from within you. They're saying it all starts within me. That's the phrase, that's the thing. That's what you need to know. It all starts within me. That's your mantra. And it starts within you. You are in the same harmonic frequency, therefore you are the beauty. And the world is a reflection of your beauty. And you enable the whole world to be by being you. It is an interplay of energy. You enable the world by being you. So are you going to be hanging on to the burdens of trying to be third density, where everything is a burden to carry? Everything has obstacles, everything has constraints. Is that the beauty that you wish the world to be? For while you try to project that, you will only find that, and then what a limited world you will be in, because it's not harmonic with the world around you in reality. More and more people are entering into this unity field of peace and knowing and understanding, and that is your psychic abilities and your confidence in what's happening with you. This isn't you. This is just you. That's what they said. Wow. I think that's a wonderful reading that they've brought through today, and I hope you found that inspiring and validating. This is about validating you and what you know, and it is what you know. Validation for you. That's what this is. And you know, you're not the only one. Everyone is rising into and accepting into and learning to operate in the fifth density. That's the world we're in. And all the illusions of things that are wrong are just certain people who are not very well equipped to rise into fifth density. And I will say some people are not of the human template and don't have the sun's energy flowing through them, independently being manifested and manufactured, and they are not equipped for fifth density. Now those beings function very well in third and fourth density, but they're not equipped for fifth density. Therefore, their ability to find a place in fifth density world is not there. This isn't a negativity that I'm seizing upon. It's not a critical aspect. It's not a lower and higher aspect. It's about the nature of beings. Some beings are not designed to ascend. This is an ascending planet. Your purpose for being here was for ascension. That is the only reason this planet existed before and exists now. It is an ascension program planet. You have done your ascension program. Other beings have come around because there were times when the frequency was harmonically capable for them to be here, but they were not a part of the ascension program. That being so, they were never here to ascend. They were here to be opportunistic and have a chance to play with the humans that are ascending through their games of blind man's bluff and being unable to see, allowing duality to make you choose your paths for your ascension program, which it's been quite an obstacle course. And you know, they had fun with it, but that's not what it's all about. And it is an unstoppable program that will come to completion. So there are some beings that just are not meant to be doing that. They are not on the program. So that being so, you know, they will have their little problems, but they're all right. They can go on to other places that are the right frequencies for them. We need not worry or be concerned for them. What we have to do is do our own thing. We're here for our ascension program. That's what we're here for. Okay, well, I hope you like that. And I have got some other videos that are good, beautiful aids in the process, and I will put some more out. I've been a bit quiet lately, been a bit busy with my own life, transitioning life, and my own ascending moments, and it was a little bit of a self-care, a self-work process time. But we are back, and we're doing some more videos now. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for being a part of this video, and of course you are a part of it. We are in a fifth density world. You are a part of it if you're engaging with it. I thank you for any kind comments and your likes, and if you wish to subscribe, that will help us to feel inspired to continue. Thank you, and soldier on with your relaxing and letting go into the new talents and abilities of you. Bye.